Papaya 9, not news, with Neel and Jonas.
Oh, we're going?
Yeah.
We're going right now.
Bingo.
Oh.
Well, happy 420, everybody.
Oh, we on the air?
Welcome to the island. Welcome to the airwaves. Papaya 9. Not news. We're here. We're hope you good. We got Jonas here.
Yeah.
Jonas finally is here.
Man.
Yeah.
We were chilling. It was like we were chilling out, but
You know what?
It's-
You
it's
know what,
good.
man? My phone takes D&D a little bit too serious.
this is do not disturb, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, my phone takes do not disturb very. Androids take do not disturb very, very seriously.
Oh man,
When
just
you say
like
do not disturb, like-
D&D people take D&D very seriously.
They take D&D.
Do not disturb me. I'm doing a morale roll.
Morale.
You gotta roll dice for morale.
You gotta roll dice for a lot
Yeah.
of things in that game.
Yeah,
I
dude.
played a few rounds.
It's hard. I can't be. I don't think I could be in like a group.
I was in one.
You were in one?
Yeah,
What
like
was it like?
I was like, there was a guy who was like running. He knew what he
First of all, can we introduce?
Oh
can we-
yeah.
Hold on,
My
this-
bad, my bad, bro.
They're just watching
Oh
this
my
guy
God.
start talking.
Right.
They're just-
I'm the new host. Just like new co-host.
Yeah, he's just sitting there watching this guy talking.
I've
I'm like,
always been here.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
he's usually behind the couch.
Yeah,
No.
I usually live under. Today you let me on top. It's all good.
If you squint hard enough,
Yeah.
it looks like the same
Up in
dude.
there. Turn up the contrast on all your.
He blends in the brick.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, Karan, Menon.
Yeah.
Menon?
Menon. Yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna correct you.
I know you
but-
weren't. I knew you
Yeah,
weren't.
because I'm that kind of guy.
And
but-
I like that about you.
yeah.
But Karan is here with us. Thanks for coming, bro.
Welcome to the island, man.
Thank you.
welcome.
We're fucking
Welcome,
here,
man.
I
man.
like this island.
It's exciting.
It's just a floating couch in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
That's true. Wow. Whoa.
Whoa.
That should be the visual for this podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're still in the figuring out the visual stages, I think that should definitely be put on the list.
That should be like a part of the
Yeah.
vibe.
Except I can't
Yeah.
swim. If something happens,
Is that right?
yeah, if I fall off this couch, that's it.
Really?
So you hold a podcast on an island, but you can't swim.
Can't swim. I'm stranded here.
This is a conflict of interest.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, we
Yeah.
can get you a jet ski.
Ooh.
You don't want to do a jet ski?
Can a jet ski support my weight?
That's a you question.
I've been getting turned down a lot for like I was looking up skydiving,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like bungee
They
jumping.
turned you down for skydiving.
Dude, too
Wow.
fat. Yeah, too fat. So apparently there is a weight limit.
There's
to
a
go-
weight for.
Yes, there's a weight
That's
limit to
dark,
go.
man.
I thought gravity did like all the work.
No, man. There's a weight limit to go skydiving and bungee jumping. And I
Too big for the sky.
Wow. Yeah, you have too much swag for the sky.
it's too much. He's like the clouds can't support you.
Crush
So-
the air.
Yeah.
Yo, man, it was very uncomfortable. I found this out very uncomfortable because the guy didn't want to tell me this.
Did he tell you at the top, like in the plane?
By the way,
He opens the door. Look, by the way,
you can't.
this shit's
call-
not gonna hold you, man.
He realizes the backpack isn't going around my waist.
He told you while you were falling. It's like, man, this parachute's not gonna work. Bro.
By the way,
So it's a legitimate weight. And I felt bad because I called in and I was like, yeah, some people from work were doing it. And I was like, I called in just to talk to him. I didn't know if I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And we did all the preliminary questions. He's like, you're not scared of heights, all this. And like the last question, he was assuming it was like, boom, we're good to go. We're going to get this guy going. He's like, how much you weigh? And I'm like, dude, I'm like 305. I'm
Yeah.
305.
wow, you're 305.
305.
What's the limit?
No, it's like 190.
What?
190
Wow.
something.
Wait, then a lot of people can skydive.
That's crazy,
A lot
yo.
of people can. It's a
Yeah.
very common thing.
Wait, I didn't know skydiving was ableist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind
At least this company. I don't know about any
Okay.
other company.
Oh,
I can't speak for every company.
Like discriminating against, like on weight in this one place.
Right. Well, my thing is, it's not discrimination if it's safe. You understand? So if it's safe,
Yeah.
Instructor's probably like, I knew this was going to be an issue when you were checking the backpack for snacks.
You thought this cord was Twizzlers?
are there any Welch's fruit snacks in the parachute?
If you're too heavy, they just send you up with a backpack full of candy.
Yeah.
And they send you out.
This is me up. Yeah.
It's the pinata package.
Yeah.
And it's hard for them to tell you. It's hard for them to like let you down.
Why is that the last question they ask you? Like
Yeah, couldn't
Right.
he? It's kind of flattering that he couldn't like just size you up and be like, "Yeah, you're too fat."
No, he,
Like he at least kind of told
Yeah.
you the rules. rules.
He did.
Yeah.
You're like,
did.
hey, you know,
He
but
did.
do you think he knew kind of when you walked in?
So,
I think he knew it. Just kind of kept it in his brain, like, oh,
this
shit.
guy was really pushing for the skydiving.
sounds a little bit too nasally for me. Yeah, man, it's a real thing. You guys could go. I think you guys would be fine. But yeah, it's a
I'd
very.
probably go on the same one.
Yeah, you're 50, I'm 50.
Yeah. You think the guy's like, I'll just take both of you down. Shit, it just jumps off. Yeah, man.
You stack Allen on there too.
Yeah, all three.
Make a triangle, dude.
A parachute could support that
Oh, yeah.
for sure between the three. But no, man, that's the reality of it, man.
That's rough, man. So bungee jumping too, huh?
Bungee jumping too, man.
Man,
There's a limit. There are limits, man.
Can't they just get like a stronger cord? Like,
you think the technology would be
Right.
a little advanced by
Can you
this?
add more cable? I don't know the schematics behind it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
involve me jumping 10,000 feet in the air. So
Man.
I'm very
so
happy
you just
about
can't,
that.
like fall from places safely without like. I mean, they just haven't made the technology for you. Right?
Well, listen, I fell from multiple places before.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
fine, I was fine, but just not skydiving. I
Oh.
just can't fall off a plane.
Yeah.
Were
Oh,
you
yeah,
let
yeah.
down, or were you like, all right, I kind of was kind of intimidated?
You're
to do
expecting
anyway?
this.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know until I called. I thought it was something like everybody could do.
Yeah,
I saw the flyers. I'm like, man, this looks like, you understand?
Yeah.
Mm.
But no fat people on the flyers. And then when I called in, he was like super cool about it. I was like, hey man, went through the questions. He was like, hey, just last question, how much you weigh? I'm like, yo, 305. He goes, ooh. And then
I
yeah,
mean, 305 is like as heavy as Shaq. Like
for sure. That's actually more than most people weigh in LA. So
305.
yeah, 305 is like well
It's like
above.
the name of one of the highways.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like, you mean that?
There's no 127 highway.
305?
I'm looking at 172.
Just take 305. It's a little sleepy.
Just fly me to San Francisco.
Mm.
So that's
Go
something I
Curry.
can't do. Now, Karen, you had the J&J shot.
I did.
Oh yeah, vaccine, man. Congrats.
Yeah, can you have the second shot? That's what everyone wants to know.
I got no. There is no second shot for J&J, right?
No, yeah, one and done.
It was a one and done.
It's a one and
Don't
done.
you work for J&J?
I don't work for them. I don't. Who are these? All these companies I work for, Neil.
I thought you worked for J&J,
I do
man.
not work for J&J. No, it's the
Everybody
one.
works for J&J.
But they are telling people.
This
They are
podcast is
telling
sponsored by
people,
J&J.
like some of them, to get second shots.
Oh, like a booster?
Oh,
Yeah, they're telling
I
some
did-
of them to get second shots.
I didn't get that email
Really?
from Johnson
So racist.
and Johnson from the Johnsons, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, when I got like notified when I found out that there were people dying, like that was like when I was on the lift ride to get vaccinated.
Right.
Like I was telling him, like I was on the lift ride. The guy was like, "Which one are you getting?" I was like, "Johnson and Johnson." He's like, "Oh yeah, like isn't that the one with the side effects?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I started like googling this shit. But then yeah, I just like went for it, bro. Sometimes you gotta send it, in life. And I made my decision.
Oh,
there
yeah.
in that lift ride.
No blood clots.
Yeah, no, I mean not yet, but it could happen whenever, I guess. Yeah.
It was like I think 6 women got blood clots.
Like how long after getting Johnson and Johnson?
Yeah, when is it gonna is it like in a year? You can be walking with like 2 left feet.
But they were saying like the chances of getting a blood clot in America is like higher. It's like in general.
Right. There's the
It's like
Johnson
6 and
Johnson, and then
something
there's the Jack in the Box.
Yeah, the jacket. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
I
2
mean,
a.m. and you're getting beef tater tots. Like,
just boom.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll get you better than the Johnson.
I mean, yeah. I'm just trying to get vaccinated. The branding was definitely off. Like calling it Johnson and Johnson. It's not like a great name to put on something that
Yeah.
you want to put in your body.
No.
Um,
Just keep it off your resume.
Yeah, no, I'm not telling anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
Don't.
very under the radar that I got this. Don't tell it. Don't put
We
this
gotta
online.
blur
Yeah.
Karan's face for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah,
I got that Johnson and Johnson vaccine.
I'm like evidence in a case, right? In like 10 years, they're gonna be putting me in some kind of thing.
Oh my god.
How was the facility? How was the walk me through?
Yeah, what was the
Oh,
experience?
yeah,
of
yeah.
getting
Yeah,
it
walk
So
me
the
through the whole
experience,
thing.
I was gonna do a walk-up appointment. My Lyft driver drove into the drive-through line, and immediately there were people behind us. So
Wow.
I was just in this Lyft ride for an hour with the guy.
Was the ride for free too?
No,
Okay.
I-
It should have
I-
been for free.
tipped the guy $40 after that actually, but it was fun. I had a dog in the car. And
He
we
had a
talked.
dog in the
He had a
car?
dog in the car. It was
That's
like,
bold
Oh.
for an Uber driver to have a
it was
dog
pretty
in the
bold.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an extra
Yeah.
tip for me. Though.
I think he
love
was
it.
he was like riding like his vibe and the dog vibe like came together and it created like a pretty good like in the car vibe. I think he knew what he was doing. Like I tipped him like a lot.
Nice.
Yeah,
But
but
what was the vibe? How would you describe it?
the vibe of the dog plus him.
Dog plus him.
He was like asking a lot of questions, like really like grilling me on shit, and the dog was like laying back with it. Like dog had no questions.
Right.
Yeah,
The
so-
dog was in the back with you?
The dog was in the front, but the dog was just kind of like checking me out. The guy was doing most of the talking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The dog had a blunt.
The dog, yeah, the dog was high as balls. But together they really made something happen there. But yeah, the thing was like it was like hours of just waiting in like a crawling line, and you finally we got there. The National Guard was running this vaccine site. So it was like a bunch of people in like soldier uniforms, just like walking around giving people shots and shit. Like,
Wow.
That's interesting.
which it made
Yeah,
it
that's
feel like
hard.
one of those like movies, you know, like where,
Yeah, like a
you-
doomsday movie almost.
yeah, where like the army gets
Yeah.
sent in. You guys,
Dude, right.
yeah. But I don't even know how old these guys were, but they just injected me with something.
Yo, dude. And then the protagonist like goes like, I need to speak to the sergeant.
Yeah. So he like his best friend is like one of the corporals like from like college. He's like he gets him in.
right.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah. He's like, I'll do it for you this one time.
Put my neck on the line.
Better not screw this up.
And they actually stuck you while you were in the car.
Yeah. They just put the window down and they put my arm out. And then he's like, which arm do you want? And I was like trying to decide, but I mean I'm right armed, so I chose the left arm.
Yeah.
I thought
Right.
that was a pretty smart decision.
I want to see if they injected any like heroin addicts. Like if
They, you know, nobody would know. The side
the
effects-
nurses would.
The side effects are probably better for heroin, to be honest, compared to J&J. So.
I think the J&J vaccine will help wean them off of it. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
you know, it's
Oh, yeah.
a whole
Right.
form of heroin in itself.
Right. It's like a way to treat heroin addiction.
Yeah.
Just giving them the J&J.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a nice
probably.
way to wean them off. They're
Yeah.
like clean the next day and shit.
Yeah.
Johnson & Johnson as a company is like pretty kind of sketchy, right? In practices, and like wasn't there like their baby powder would give you cancer or something like that?
I mean, you say that, and I completely believe you. Like, I haven't read anything.
Just
I-
casually
yeah.
take them down.
Yeah.
Isn't it like their baby powder makes you into lizard people or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The baby powder, I don't know. You know, I've had no baby powder seems to work really well. On
Oh, you
babies.
use the J&J baby powder, John?
I sure do.
For what?
Yeah,
What do you use it for?
you know, put it in between my loins before a little workout.
Puts it on his babies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, so there was a thing, man. With I think I told this to Neel, but when Tom Brady, when he went to Tampa, his number one thing is he makes his center like cover a towel in baby powder and put it like in between.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes it. He has
What?
a very big thing. Like he does not want to receive like wet footballs. Like he likes that ball to be dry at
Yeah.
all times and a little bit
So
deflated.
he'll put
Yeah,
the
yeah,
baby
yeah.
powder. So Tom Brady puts a baby powder towel underneath.
No, he makes the center do it.
He puts it like in the back of his pants.
No, the center does it.
So, yeah, no. So it hangs out of the back of the center's pants.
Yes, yeah, and so it hangs out.
So when he gets in there, he like wipes it a little bit.
No, no, it's already dry. It's already because you know how the center's like going under all the time, and it's like there's so much moisture. And he was like, dude, I don't like no moisture.
So he like invented a way to catch the moisture
Yes.
off the ass.
Yes. So he tells his center, you're gonna take a towel, cover it in Johnson baby powder, and then you're gonna wrap that in between your legs, and that way he gets that ball dry all the time. He doesn't want no
Wow.
moisture.
Wow.
This is a thing he's made all his centers do.
Yeah.
It's always Johnson & Johnson. Baby powder?
The
What
Pfizer one too. He uses the Pfizer.
Man, I feel like the fact that he uses baby powder kind of ties in the fact that he likes open mouth kissing his son
he
on camera. You know.
he
Yeah.
does that?
Do you think he puts the baby powder?
does
on his
do
kid?
that.
Oh
He
yeah.
does do that?
Yeah, he does do
Oh
that.
yeah.
I
He,
didn't- wow.
he open mouth kisses his son.
I
Yeah.
need to read more about Tom Brady.
No, these are just weird quirks and
He's
stuff.
probably in there just like dancing.
Yeah. Open mouth kissing your son.
Anybody who's at the top of their game is just weird, you know?
That's
Yeah.
so true. You gotta have those idiosyncrasies.
Yeah, that's what makes you who you are.
That makes
Right.
you
What
great.
makes you you.
It makes you win.
That's what makes you
And
a
you also have to
pedophile.
have the other team's playbook. Don't forget that.
Right. Also, if you don't win, those idiosyncrasies just make you like a fucking.
Yeah, if you're not looking good, like that's all shit that can make you look really bad.
Yeah, right. You're not idiosyncrasies. You're just an asshole. Now. You're not winning games. But you felt no symptoms. You felt no symptoms.
I felt a lot of symptoms.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is not. When it was bad. I'll say that to the camera. It was bad. Yeah, I was like sick. I was basically, it was just like a fever for like 2 days, and then I came off the fever. I was like delirious like for one night. I was having like really interesting dreams.
Yeah.
But we won't.
Oh
get
shit,
into-
like visions?
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
bro.
Whoa.
Give
Yeah.
vision.
Like it might be like the microchip, like
Yeah.
like a download
reprogramming
screen.
my
Yeah.
memories. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just
saying
like
that it happened,
text.
but yeah.
Welcome, Karan.
Yeah. I had a really interesting dream. It was like getting initiated into this group.
You could turn off and on all your lights just by blinking.
Johnson Johnson just gave me superpowers. That'd be a great. No, that'd be like a great premise for a superhero movie. Like post COVID, people just got injected with the wrong shit.
Yo, that
There's
is
a
a
bunch
great
of mutants.
idea.
Right.
It's just a ragtag group.
Yeah. I have
Yo.
noticed that people are like kind of grouping themselves by what they got. Like,
Yeah.
I was in a house of like people who got vaccinated. Like, you Moderna? Like, there's like, it was like, it wasn't like, did you get? It was like, no, it's like I'm Pfizer, bro. Like, that's
Yeah.
what someone else said. I was like, what are you? Like, I'm J&J, and they both like kind of like separated themselves from me.
right.
So I was like, now suddenly I'm like, I gotta find other J&J people.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta, like, if some shit goes down, like I know we're like biologically we're kind of similar now. Like some
Right.
shit went down.
Should all start a
So-
Facebook group.
Yeah.
Meet up. Meet
yeah,
up.
the J&J meetup.
Yeah.
Moderna.
Secret meetup for J&J
I
vaccine.
guarantee you there'll be like Moderna raves. They'll be like, you're not Moderna, get the fuck out of here.
Just look for a girl whose blood is clotting. You're like, okay, she's one of
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, the J&J meetups, at least everybody's like gonna probably has the same likelihood of dying. Like it's all good. Like you found people as weak as you, basically.
You start feeding on each other.
Right. Well, I kind of found myself too. I will say I kind of fell into that trap. I found myself being a little bit more elitist about what kind of vaccine.
Wait, which one did you get again?
We got Moderna.
Oh, we got.
Oh, you
we
both Moderna?
Mhm.
It's a Moderna majority couch.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. So yeah, they
Listen, man.
yeah, but I'm not even
Let's blur
telling
his face
people.
again.
Some of my best friends had Johnson & Johnson.
But you'll notice like the people who got Moderna, like they won't say they got Moderna. They'll be like, "Oh, I got the same thing Dr. Fauci got." Like they be dropping.
Oh,
kinda
Yeah,
dropping
they be like
like,
dropping names.
Wait, that's how you know they're really not sure about getting Moderna. Like,
No.
They're not confident enough to tell you they got Moderna.
No,
It's like
Yeah.
the Fauci.
right.
It's like buying Jordans in the 90s.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Being going to like a basketball court.
yeah.
I'm
They're
gonna
like
play.
name drop.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it was weird because back in the day, it was only Moderna, and
Right.
now these kids have options. You know, they got.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and is Johnson the only American company that's making a vaccine?
No,
Moderna's American?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Moderna's American.
oh.
So is Pfizer.
I mean, it has the word modern in it. So you just feel
Yeah.
better.
Moderna
already.
feels like the most like the Apple of,
Yes.
of the companies.
Yes.
Right.
dude. They did a product drop.
Yeah. They had that guy, whatever his name is, who does like Jimmy Ives or what's his name? Something. He, like, does,
Jimmy Iovine.
No, not. Oh, no,
Jimmy
he's not Jimmy
Iovine.
Iovine.
Oh,
He's this like guy who he's like their head of design.
Oh,
he has like a
Tim
British
Cook.
accent
Of
of,
Moderna.
of Apple. He like voices over all their commercials.
The guy who plays House.
I have no idea who I'm talking about, but
you talking about that?
Hugh Laurie.
it could be. It could be.
You Lori?
No, there's no way.
Johnny Ives.
Johnny Ives. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Was
Look
he
up
the chief-
CEO
was
of
he the chief
Moderna.
design officer.
Design officer.
Was he the guy Steve Jobs was over in his office like when his phone was off?
No, you're not talking about Apple, are you?
Me, I'm talking. I'm just saying. Yeah, that I am talking about.
Yeah, you're
Apple.
talking about Apple. Yeah.
I'm
Tim
saying.
Cook.
Maybe no. Like he's like below Tim Cook, but he does like all the design. He's always the guy in all the commercials who's like talking about the decisions that went into like making the phone like a millimeter thinner and like stuff like that. He's like,
Wow.
Oh,
I thought
wow.
the Chinese babies did that.
Maybe.
I thought
They
they.
just write the script.
Yeah,
I thought they came
They
up
just
with
write
the
the
dimension.
script
Yeah.
at Apple.
Anyway, I imagine him like voicing over the Moderna commercial. Like,
Yeah. Right.
I think like Johnson Johnson is not Apple in terms of it's like Samsung.
Is it
Maybe
Sir
worse.
Johnny Ive?
Yeah,
Sir.
Johnny
He's got a
Ive.
sir.
Sir.
Sir
sir.
Johnny Ive.
Wow.
Dude, you gotta watch one of his commercials. He's just like, he talks about like the AirPods. Like when the first AirPods came out, he talked about them like they were like the cure to AIDS. Like he was like going into every detail. I was like, it's just an AirPod, but it was pretty crazy at the time, like the shape and everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
He blew me away. He blew me away. Johnny Ive.
Wow.
He's like, look, if you have herpes,
Yeah.
AirPods.
He makes any
after 2
product
weeks.
sound like amazing. Basically.
Yeah.
Wow,
Dude,
yeah.
there's nothing more commanding than like a convicted British person.
Yeah.
They always sound not convicted like of crimes.
Oh, okay. I
Which-
was like,
They should be. They should be. Prince Philip.
All of
Arresting a
them.
British
Prince
person.
Philip, fucking loser.
Couldn't even make 100, bro.
Could.
He was at 99
Yeah.
and he had a pussy out.
He saw the
99.
finish line. It was just like, no thanks. I'll nap here. He saw Britain lose India.
I was thinking about that. I
Fucking
looked at his
loser,
age
bro.
and every. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
He saw a lot of. He took a lot of L's, I guess. As
took a lot of L's,
lot of-
man.
some dubs.
So so let me get this right because I didn't know this. Prince
Mm.
Philip, he watched Britain lose India.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he was born in like 1920, 21, 21.
20-some, and he was like stationed off the
Yeah.
coast of India in his 20s, in the 40s,
Mm-hmm.
and then
That's an interest. I mean, he saw a lot of shit.
yeah,
Like he also saw Zoom,
Zoom?
like 2021, like
Oh yeah.
Zoom
yeah.
calls.
the app.
Oh yeah, like to go from that.
Yeah, he saw like the
to
fall of
now.
like the British Empire, and then also like got on a Zoom call. Like that's I don't know,
right.
like not at the same time, but
Yeah.
No,
he
that
did
is
he did
quite
both
a
of those
life.
things. Like I'm gonna
I like
That
to
is
I like to
quite a lot.
imagine like all the world leaders on like a Zoom call.
just watching one country like crumble. And
Right. Well, he like goes in and then like India comes in and it's like Modi. And Modi's like, you didn't get me this time, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like if I was Modi, I would just rub that in all the time.
Yeah.
Must sucks have to get your own spices now. Dog.
It's just Modi bros instead of
Yeah.
government officials.
Yeah. We have an ongoing Modi joke.
Oh yeah, it's a theme. It's a common
Okay.
theme.
Yeah.
What's the theme? Like it's just it is
Yeah.
brought up.
Yeah, I just think Modi
Right.
bros. There's like there's like how there's kind of like Trump bros.
Oh yeah.
There's like
Well,
Modi bros in India. It's just a very funny thing. Just
Right.
I got a lot of Modi bro. Modi.
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 Yeah.
Modi's nuts, okay.
Modi.
You got a lot
We
of
just
what?
became Modi bros. Say his name like 5 times in a row.
He shows up behind
Yeah,
us.
like-
Right.
You rang. Knock Goose.
Alan, take out the shirts.
We get hazed by Modi.
Oh
by
my
the way,
god.
I don't like to assume. I don't like to assume you're Indian. So are you? Are
I
you
am-
a Pakistani? Or are you?
I am Indian.
Oh,
You-
wow,
okay.
that is nice of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
No, I don't. I'm
You assume correctly. Like,
okay. Yeah. Working with Neel has taught me I can't just assume. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
you know.
solid
I
are
mean,
you,
you
man.
can assume.
You
You
can.
Yeah, pretty majority shot.
Maybe
Right.
Not, shouldn't, but
But you should maybe you should
Shouldn't, but-
Right.
you can do it. You know, it's like a lot of things like that.
Here's my question. Here's my question for y'all. Is there what's a slur for Indian people as bad as
You
like
want
the
us to
N-
help you start using more slurs.
There just isn't. There's the N word.
I'm
You
looking
got
for
the
a word
C
to
word.
Describe two bitch Indians I'm sitting next to right now.
Yeah, what's the situation where you really hate? Describe this hateful scenario.
What do you want me to call you the rest of the show? No, I didn't know.
Oh my god, that's
I've
so
never
funny.
heard of I've heard like
This is something like a guy at a bar would come up and like start asking you. You know what I mean? Yes,
It's like, I'm not racist, but if I was, what would I say?
what?
what do we call you? Like a racist way.
Right. Because I don't know if it's one of those things like you guys say it to each other like in
Oh, yeah.
private,
No, I know what
and
you
I
mean.
can't
Oh,
know. And like,
yes. Do we have?
We
a-
don't have an N word.
No.
We don't have an N word.
No, it's not even close.
We could. We could try.
Coolie? I remember Coolie is like.
I've not heard that.
Let's see. I've just made that.
you want to
up.
make one up right here live on the
The Indian
no
N word.
no.
There's like sand and then N word.
Right.
But that's just like we can't say that.
can't even say
because
it.
that's racist to other people.
Right.
They say what sand
Sand N word.
niggas.
Yeah. Oh, see, he can say
Wow.
it. He
It
can
kinda-
say it.
Not gonna lie, it sounds
That's-
kind of cool.
It's actually- I mean, if somebody's gonna say it, we can. So
Yeah.
you can be the. I mean, you could say it. Although if
Right.
you
We
say it,
say
yeah.
sand.
Okay.
We'll say sand. You say N word.
There you go.
I don't. There's
Sand.
no sand in India.
Sand.
It's
Oh, sand nigga.
No, okay. Yeah.
It's like a cheer at a high school basketball game.
It's like Sesame Street, teaching kids to be really fucked up. I say sand.
You think Dora comes out? She's like, find the nigga in the sand.
Alright.
The map has like locations.
We're on the screen looking. There's like some eyes in the sand you gotta find. She's like,
Boots comes on. He's in ISIS now.
he comes out with a gun.
With a ski mask on.
Can you find the nigga in the sand?
PBS.
Oh my god.
30 seconds go by. You still can't find the nigga in the sand.
Oh my god. Killer Mike's a guest on one of the episodes.
Oh man, dude, I didn't know. There's no sand in India.
Oh yeah, there is.
No, there is.
There
It's
is?
like deserts.
Northwest.
I don't know.
Actually, I've never seen sand in India. I've seen dirt.
I've been to
Yeah.
a beach in India, but if you mean
Oh,
like the
true.
desert,
I'm thinking desert.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I-
desert sand either.
no,
but
there's
there has to be. I
It's
mean,
gotta be, man.
Right.
or
Otherwise, it throws our only N word out of the.
yeah.
Out of the
Well, it's actually. I mean, I think it's directed towards Arabs. you know.
right.
But
right.
then we just,
Right.
We
all
don't
know.
really have. I think most people are pretty cool with Indians.
Yeah, although they're not gonna like distinguish when they're using
Mhm.
sand.
Right.
N-word. But
Right when it's used right.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we
yeah.
can't. It's almost like we can't even.
it's just annoying that we can't say it, and it's direct, and we get hit with it.
Right.
Right.
I'm not gonna say something if it's bad, but it would be good to have something that we can say to each other.
yeah.
Right.
Look, there's like computer for a while.
Yeah.
People just call you like a computer.
Computer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's just like making fun of you for the wrong reasons. Though.
Right.
Like, I want to get made fun of for like something that like hits deeper than that.
Yeah, because computer's kind of like a compliment.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like they insult you by telling you like good at math.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I can
Well,
do
it's,
it.
it's the whole thing. You have the whole thing. You have like so you have like the Simpsons actor, the guy who was voicing Apu forever.
Hank Azaria. Yeah.
Yeah, and he comes out. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna stop doing this."
Yeah.
And honestly, growing up as a kid, first off, very good, Indian impression, very hacky, very hacky.
I wouldn't say it was a good impression.
I mean, like a good hacky impression, like a good like a caricature voice of like the whole
He kind
convenience
of like
store.
invented it, honestly. Like I haven't seen, although I don't even know that much about
Wow,
it.
you think he because there was
That's
no
true, 'cause we're
other
talking-
character
he's
before?
The
Yeah.
most
Right.
popular impressionist of an Indian person
Right.
in like, I mean, who wasn't an Indian person
In American culture, for
in
sure.
American culture.
I can't even
At least in
think
at
of-
that time, there weren't probably
Because we're
weren't a lot
talking
of
like
characters.
89, 90,
Wow.
maybe early 90s, right?
I feel like when people say "thank you, come again" like as a joke, like
That
in
is
that accent,
Apu.
there that is from Simpsons, right? That
Right.
Sure.
so like that created, I think, people's perception of what the accent was.
Right.
Right. First of all, I've never met an Indian cashier that welcomed people in his store. I've never met not one that's just like please come in. Not one time.
Right.
They look
There's
at
no
you.
small talk, no
Yeah.
like buddy.
None of that.
No, they're
It's
not
a
keeping
face like-
tabs on your life, your family life.
None of that.
Yeah.
Transaction, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Okay,
It's never
I'm
like.
watching Kabi Gushi Kabi Gum on this small DVD TV.
Yes, actually, yeah.
I think I still have those, by the way.
Just
checks
rolling
out, I
hard,
think.
man. Rolling hard. I mean, because the Indians do own gas stations. I have friends whose parents own gas stations as Indians.
Mm.
But there's something. It was a racist portrayal of Indians. It's good that he stopped, man. It's good that he stopped.
I
Did
think
he stop, or is there another guy like an actual?
But yeah, did he stop?
No.
He just apologized.
Yeah.
And then he
Look
was
at
like,
that.
"I'll keep doing it."
By the way, my paycheck just got increased.
No, I don't think he. I still think he does it in his car when nobody's looking. But
He has to do it with somebody like. That's
Yeah.
not going away. That's like a part of his life. For that point.
He actually works at a 7-Eleven now.
right.
But is
So
the
He
character
immersed
dead?
himself into
Huh?
the.
Is the
He
character
became
still
a
around?
method actor.
That's the controversy. That's the controversy. So he drops the impression, and the thing was like, well, do we want to keep this character around at all? So do we actually want to bring in an Indian person to do this?
Right.
But the writing is still going to be stereotypical.
Right.
So
Oh,
it doesn't.
yeah.
Right.
It doesn't change.
See, that was the thing I had. I don't have a problem. Almost don't have a problem as much with like Hank Azaria doing the voice because there's so much examples in like American media of minstrelsy and like white people dressing up as black people and like
Hmm.
and
Right.
Latin people, and that's a part of the kind of the media culture. But I do have a problem with like the like you were saying, the character itself is like wait, I lost it. shit. Oh man,
You were onto something. You
I was really climbing up.
You were really onto something.
I was close.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, where is he? Yeah. You were really onto something.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that was close,
Right.
man.
Yeah, you
I don't know why, but for some
point?
reason, I expected Karen to finish your sentence. I expected him.
I thought I was gonna finish it too.
Oh shit.
But I mean, you brought up a good point. I think Apu was the first character, like first Indian represented.
Yeah,
Because now I think
wasn't
about
alive
it.
back then, but I feel like he was one of the first.
I can't. I mean, there's Indiana Jones, right? Temple of Doom. Kalima. Pulled his heart. Like we went from barbarians
Yeah,
in like a temple land.
yeah, I remember that movie actually. That was pretty accurate actually. Volleyball.
Indiana Jones, not one movie shot in India.
Dude.
Not one. Not one movie
Yeah, you
shot.
think Harrison Ford hasn't even been in an Indian restaurant? There's no way. He probably left that day off set. It's just like, barbarians.
He's missing out, man.
Yeah,
He
dude.
is missing
He
out.
really is, man.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, just didn't know. I always thought about it. That's crazy that he's the first. Damn, they beat Sesame Street too. Like Sesame
Yeah.
Street did have.
Indian on Sesame Street?
And why is there not an Indian on Sesame Street?
There should. I mean, I don't even know.
It's got to be like
It's
Hassan
like-
or
I
something.
mean,
If
there's just
they're-
not a lot of like.
Is there an Indian
Right.
on
It
set?
just.
Alex.
Wait, what about the Hank Azaria thing? Does he still do the voice?
There's no way he still does the voice.
He's not doing the voice, but
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out if they're what are they going to do with that character?
Right.
Are they just never going to show up, or is there
Yeah.
somebody else?
Because there would be a convenience store on Sesame Street.
Oh.
Right.
There would be a convenience store. So there's a lot of people hanging out outside all day.
Yes.
You gotta get your stuff somewhere.
Yeah, where are they getting their Arizona iced teas? So
The first stoic Sesame Street character.
yeah. So I
Oh
didn't.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it was? You know what that point was earlier?
What, oh,
Okay, I got it.
Oh, you got it
I
came
got
back.
It's not so much who does the voice, but the portrayal of the character.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's what it is,
okay.
right?
No,
It's
I
like
see it. I see
having
the
it
thought.
like you should expand it. It should be like Indians that like there should be someone that beats Lisa's ass in a fucking like school competition.
Right.
There should be an Indian kid that wants to be a rapper.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
or an Indian kid
They gotta
that
get
plays
Nam.
saxophone.
Well,
Yeah, you're just trying to apply to this job.
Neil's like, just write me in the shot.
Modi.
Well, I mean, I can't say that the Simpsons didn't go in depth with Apu. Like they had multiple episodes they just gave just to him, but even those were stereotypical. Like him raising like 8 kids. Like that was nuts. To
I haven't
me.
even watched that much The Simpsons.
Really.
No, yeah.
Because of that, or just in general?
Oh no, because I just didn't.
Wait, so
watching it.
you're and then we'll get to our first story. You are 22,
20.
20.
Yeah.
Dude, you and Zion Williamson are the same age.
Yeah, and look at us.
Yeah,
Look at where we both are.
Just
Yeah,
dude, wow.
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
doing great.
He's doing great. You're doing great.
I thought I was doing. I thought you would say me first. Didn't expect that.
Well, you're the replacement for the 20-year-old we were trying to get, Zion Williams.
Yeah.
He didn't respond to.
I hear that. I hear that more often than you would think.
And coming to stage right now is Zion. Not Zion?
Probably my biggest rival in this industry. Always getting compared.
Zion's just in the
Zion
back of the
Williamson.
room, just like
Yeah.
you get off stage, like, hey man,
Yeah. Hey, yo, nice set.
yeah,
Bitch.
hey man, you're funny, but you could be funnier.
It wasn't like anything to like laugh.
Yo man, I didn't laugh, but I got what you were doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, my friends laughed. My friends laughed. I didn't laugh.
Zion, wow. Zion is only 20?
20. I think it was
35.
I know, yeah. But anyways, what I want to ask you is, as a
You
20
look great. You look great.
Yeah,
You look
I'm,
great.
I'm
though.
20. I'm young. You know?
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah,
I'm-
you
What
look-
what shows did you come up on? Because I think that it's probably slightly different. Were you SpongeBob era?
I was SpongeBob.
Okay.
Yeah, but like when I was like like SpongeBob had been around,
Yeah.
but like it was still like that was the main show. SpongeBob.
Staple.
So he's 20. I'm
Yeah.
29. That's like that's close to 10-year difference.
That's
Yeah.
full. Like y'all never went to school with each other.
Never,
Yeah.
You know,
never, not once.
unless Jonas came back.
Good.
Just
to
that
hang
way.
out?
Just
Yeah.
I came back. I needed a tutor.
I wanted to complete my wood shopping project.
Wait, so you guys, Simpsons was like the show for you guys?
For me and Jonas,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we didn't have. My dad didn't want to get cable. He like didn't want to distract us,
Same here.
so we didn't get cable. So we just had like Fox and PBS.
Mhm.
But I remember my neighbor had Dish. He's watched SpongeBob, so I've seen SpongeBob. I haven't watched SpongeBob. Does that make sense?
Ooh, that blows my mind.
It's
but then it
fucked
probably
up.
blows other people's minds that like some people haven't seen The Simpsons, but SpongeBob is like
Yeah.
you can just like relate to somebody if you both grew up on SpongeBob, you know?
Right.
Right.
All the subliminal messages too in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of sky penises.
Yeah.
If you look closely.
Is that right?
Really?
Mhm.
Sky penises.
Yeah, lots
They're pretty dirty with it sometimes. For his own research.
Lots of
He's bookmarking that page.
Dude, the FBI's just watching the searches on
Yeah.
the computer. Modi, Sky Penis,
They're cracking the code.
Indian Sesame Street.
So wait, okay. So what was the show? What was the show for?
Yeah, what was the vibe? Like you say, you can
Yeah.
connect
For
with
the
SpongeBob
2000s,
person,
baby.
Like,
I
what
mean,
is-
you look at like memes now, like they're all SpongeBob memes.
right?
You've seen them,
Yeah.
right?
True. Yes.
Because SpongeBob, like I heard somebody talk about it. SpongeBob was like a show that made itself super memeable. Like it had all these like random ass moments where it would do something really funny, like something really crazy, like a
Yeah.
one-off joke that would never get like revisited.
Yeah.
But it would be so crazy that like now people take all those different moments and they make them into like memes, and everybody relates to those situations.
Wow.
Because they remember all those episodes, and they're like,
Wow.
I remember when he did
So-
the mocking SpongeBob thing.
Yeah.
Where he does that thing, like that pose. That's like, if you know that episode, you know like what the situation.
Right.
You like relate to the
Right.
meme
And then
more.
you know like where you were at in your childhood when
Yeah.
you saw it.
It's just like if everybody has access to like these same inside jokes.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, you can like vibe. You can always send someone like a SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like I could hate you, but like
Right.
I'm gonna watch. I'll sit down and watch SpongeBob with you.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's
fucking
and I
SpongeBob.
like that it's not like a, because like you could say like Family Guy or The Simpsons could be memeable, but I like that it's not. It's kind of like humanless. It's genderless.
Yeah.
It's a sponge. It's like sea critters. You know?
Yeah. I was talking about this. I don't know how well you know the characters, but I was talking about this with somebody. Like, this is very very intentional, I'm sure. But
Oh,
like,
we know the characters.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
characters,
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Dude,
let's
I watch
name the
Spon-
characters.
I
Okay,
know,
it's
yes.
SpongeBob,
SpongeBob,
Sandy,
Sandy,
Patrick,
Patrick,
Squidward,
okay.
Mr. Krabs,
Mr.
okay, you know them all. You know 'em all.
Plankton,
Plankton. Yeah.
Plankton.
So like
Carl,
all
Pooh.
those people.
What you?
Instead of poo.
Yeah, there was a poo. The shark.
Poo.
Apu the shark.
Yeah. He was.
Dude, he just sings the thing that. Dun, 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 dun.
He plays the pirate actually in the opening sequence.
All right, so
Oh, is
I'm
it?
sorry to interrupt you. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So all those
I have
characters.
so many racist jokes. I'm suppressing.
Yo,
This is very hard for me to do.
Drop them at the end. Just all of them.
Just go for it, dude.
Yeah. No, it's really the eternal struggle. But yeah, all the creatures that those characters are, they picked like for a very specific reason. Like those fit the personalities of the SpongeBob characters. Like SpongeBob is a sponge, and he just absorbs everything. He's just like
You remember the episode when he like
Whoa.
when they? You remember the episode when he like actually came out of the water
yeah.
and he was like just dry, and I was just like, yo, what's gonna happen to SpongeBob? He's gonna be
That was
okay.
like, that was like a whole
Yeah.
movie right there.
Yeah, and then he came out and he was just like a dry sponge. Like that's all he was, just
Yeah,
a dry
dude,
sponge.
And Patrick was like a dried up like sponge, like sea star.
Yeah,
And they
like
were just,
like a
they were,
starfish.
dying together.
So like Squidward being an octopus.
Squidward I haven't fully cracked because he's like, I feel like he's just like a wavy kind of guy, but that's like a vibe thing. I don't
Well,
know.
what happens is like, I don't know, like as you get older, I've noticed that there's nothing wrong with the people. Literally, SpongeBob is just a very annoying person, very annoying. Like if you were his neighbor, we would all be Squidwards. Like we would all be like, yo, just
And I
shut, you
feel
know.
like adults relate more and more to Squidward, like as you grow up. 'Cause
Yes.
you have to deal with like everybody else's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes,
right,
yes.
yeah.
Like when does he show up to work? He just shows up like Squidward's always there, like on time,
Yeah,
Always
at the,
working, right?
at the register.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, Squidward,
Yeah.
Squidward
Squidward
might
is
be
honestly the might be the best like the most solid
most
guy.
high functioning
Right.
like
Yeah.
member of society.
Yeah,
in
dude,
that
Patrick is like
yes.
like he just sits there, like he is, and that's why he's a sea star because he's fucking just.
Well, Patrick is the
slides
friend
out.
he's
SpongeBob
immobile.
needed to cut off a long time ago.
Yeah.
It is a toxic relationship between the
very
two.
not good.
They kind of feed into a negativity cycle.
Right, codependent.
Wait, like diagnosing character.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yes.
it is a codependency that is.
Very
Yeah.
homosexual.
You know.
A lot of
Oh,
different
yeah.
things in
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
And, you know, Squidward plays the clarinet, and he's very disciplined. You know, you got to
Squidward
practice every day.
actually like has a lot of admirable qualities.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Squidward
And-
does not get. You know what? Squidward's probably the Indian character in SpongeBob.
He's hard work. I mean, he plays an instrument.
He plays an instrument
Yeah.
very
He's
well.
hardworking. He just like has a decent paying job.
Yeah, he doesn't get too high. I mean, he gets a little low.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah, discipline.
Discipline thinks about
the future.
The future.
yeah.
Yeah, he turned
Wow.
his homework in on time.
Yeah.
Squidward
Squidward for
turned his.
sure.
I think the second most adult character is Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's like, dude, we all got to get that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to like at
Yeah.
first it was funny, and as you get older, it's like yeah, like we like now we do anything.
That's funny because in the show they always do these like metaphors with like with Mr. Krabs to show how like greed is bad. But then when you grow up, you're just like fuck it. Like,
yeah, he's running a business. He has employees to pay.
Oh
yeah.
Prices are going up.
Yeah,
you
dude, he's got a
know.
whale for a daughter.
he has a whale. For
You gotta support a whale.
You
Yeah.
gotta support a whale.
That's like just not even on like body shame or nothing. That's a lot
Yeah.
of food.
right.
It's
Yeah,
a
dude,
whale.
If you're a whale, like at the end of the day, like you're fat. Like
Right.
You just you're fat.
you're not
and
beating
then-
around the bush. You're a
No.
whale. Like,
Right, you're a
it's all-
whale.
You're fat how like, and I'm bringing you up for the second time this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You're fat how like Shaq is fat. It's like a useful, very high functioning fat.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like for a purpose.
Yeah.
Fat for a purpose.
Also, question about Mr. Krabs: how do you get a whale daughter?
I'm sure there's theories.
How do you get a whale daughter if you a crab? If you a crab, you have to fuck a whale.
I don't think you could fuck anything.
It's just
that, that could lead. Like, there's nothing out there that you could.
I'm trying
Zonate.
to imagine Mr. Krabs fucking like trying to avoid the pincers like his car.
He's trying to put a condom on. He just keeps ripping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he sleeps with a half crab, half whale person,
Yeah. Oh.
you could probably get
Yeah,
a
right.
whale.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I guess it's a chance.
Maybe she's adopted. Maybe Pearl's adopted.
That's a very, I think, a simpler solution.
No, I like my half crab. Half whale theory.
Papaya 9.